Hello and welcome back to the 816-660 podcast. I'm your host, Joe Ramos. As you can tell, our setup again is different. We worked out some lighting issues that we've had. But just a hell of a battle that the Chiefs had in this past week. I called it last week. I'm going to say it again right now. Do not sleep on the Texans. They are hungry for more wins. They're going to give every team their freaking best. They're now 1-12-1, but you can tell, like I said, they're going to give everybody their best freaking shot. For some reason, the Chiefs just have something when they play teams that are not as good as them, but it's the NFL. That's how it is. You're going to get every team's best shot. It's the best athletes in the world playing football. All these just stars coming together, playing one of the most physical sport there is, besides obviously your combat sports. But yeah, just a good battle that the Texans put on the Chiefs. Chiefs did come out with the dub, which was very nice. Highly stressful, so something that I don't want to see coming into Saturday for Christmas Eve. But they are back at home after 3 long weeks on the road. The Chiefs are back at home, ready to get Arrowhead rocking again. The crowd's probably ready to get back, be loud. Speaking of crowd, there's been some things going on around Chiefs Kingdom. Actually, Chiefsaholic, or known as the Wolfman, the guy's been kind of crazy. Everybody was worried about him, but then it ended up being that the man was locked up for some bad extracurricular activities. So yeah, everybody was actually worried about him. You could tell that Chiefs Kingdom is really a family, till we realized that this was not really a good man. He's had prior convictions before, but not too much about that. Just some funny things that were going on around Chiefs Kingdom. And I saw a tweet actually earlier that says these Chiefsaholic jokes are just as good as a Friday day after Thanksgiving plate. So everything still rolls around pretty good with that. Anyways, our boy Patrick Mahomes went 36 for 41 on the day, passing for 336 yards, a completion percentage of 87.8%. One of the highest in a game in NFL history, if not the best passing percentage or completion percentage in a game in NFL history. Just an outstanding day. 2 passing touchdowns, a rushing touchdown on the day. Just a good overall day. Mistake-free football from him. We did have fumbles from Juju Smith-Schuster and Isaiah Pacheco, so still not completely clean football. But to our receivers that played well on the day, Juju, besides his fumble, was 10 for 10 targets and to the receptions, 88 yards. Trav was 10 for 10 for 105 yards, so that was good to see. He did get some ticky-tacky freaking personal foul call when he came up and was really just trying to get, I believe it was Desmond King off of him, and he got flagged for that, so that set us back. But earlier in the game, Patrick Mahomes gets slung down. You know, you're trying to protect the quarterback. This may just be my bias, but when you're full force and slinging a quarterback to the ground, it's protect the quarterback. That happened to Tom Brady, I believe, in week 2, and he was flagged. There was a flag thrown for him to protect the quarterback, so we just got to stay consistent with that. Also, speaking of consistency, Carl Sheffers just must seem to have it out for the Chiefs. I don't know if that's my personal opinion, but if you look at all the games that they have had with him, they've had anywhere, I believe, this year at least 20 penalties. I could be wrong. But it seemed to be in the past that it's more biased towards the other team, like he has it out for the Chiefs or something. Just not ideal to have Carl Jeffers calling the Kansas City Chiefs football games. The defense, they struggled a little bit. Chris Jones didn't play to his potential. He was sick coming into the game. They are players. They get paid millions of dollars, but they also are human. He was sick, so he didn't play up to his full potential. But we made plays when we needed to. Coming into overtime, Chiefs looked like they got the ball first. Awesome, we're going to go score on our first drive. Nope. It's, I believe, 3rd and 5. Pat gets dropped for 12 yards, 4th down, forces to punt. Texans get the ball. I'm like, no way. The Kansas City Chiefs are going to lose to the 1-11-1 Houston Texans. Our boy Frank the Shark Clark had himself a day, chasing down Davis Mills from the back, forcing a fumble. Looks like the Texans actually recover it, and Willie Gay comes from the backside. Kind of gave some were saying a little bit of a prostate exam to get that football back for the fumble recovery anyways. But, it kind of looked like what it was. The Chiefs got the ball back, And in the huddle, in the post-game press conference, Mckinnon talked about basically how he called game, how Pat had told him, cover the football, no fumbles needed, let's go win this football game. He goes, I'm going to score on this play right here. Juju had shouted him out. I said, I got your block downfield, and McKinnon called game, ran it in for a 26-yard touchdown. And let me tell you, that man has had himself a hell of a last 2 weeks. At least in fantasy, I'll tell you his points, 34 and 34 back-to-back. 2 touchdowns both weeks. This week he was 7 for 7 on 70 receiving yards and a touchdown, and 12 rushes for 52 yards and a rushing touchdown. So very balanced, but overall 100 total yards. Isaiah Pacheco did have a fumble on the day, 15 rushes for 85 yards, something like that. But I believe the offense just performed very well. A few mistakes that were made, but it is what it is. In the end, the Chiefs did get the win. But the last 2 weeks against these teams like the Denver Broncos, the Houston Texans, we got to find ways to put bad teams away. And now we got the Seattle Seahawks, a team who's actually been riding a high this year. They're coming in at 500, 7-7. The Chiefs are now 11-3. Yeah, Chiefs are 11-3. So we need to keep winning this way. We can keep strides with Buffalo because we're fighting for that first seed, that first round bye, home field advantage, all that good stuff. You know how good home field advantage is at Arrowhead in Kansas City. So that's what we're fighting for. A big game this week. They got DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett. Geno Smith is playing good football. They got other guys on the defensive side of the ball. Quandre Diggs at safety, Brooks in that linebacker position, and obviously can fill any position in the defensive line for them. They're all very good. It'll be a tough test. It will be nice, though. We are at home. It will be a bit brisk. Some are saying it's going to feel like -7. So if you're going out to the game, make sure to dress warm. But anyways, be loud, be proud. Red Kingdom, Chiefs Kingdom. We will see you Saturday, 12 o'clock for kickoff at Arrowhead Stadium. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, it's holiday season. Merry Christmas. Love to you all, and we'll see you next time. Deuces.